Alright, so let's talk about the largest 3 stem digits number in the string. So you're given a string nums, and then the integer is good if it meets the requirement. So the substring of num with length of 3 and only consists of unique digit, right? So in this question, so in this example, 777 is the continuous good number, right? And also 333, right? But 777 is what is greater than 333, right? So you'll just return 777. So this question is pretty straightforward. So how will you do is like you traverse every single character in the string, and then for every single time, you're starting from I equal to 1, and if this is the end of the string, right, you stop at this point. And then for every single time, right, you need to check I minus 1, I, and I plus 1, right? So I minus 1, I plus 1, and this one is I. And then you just have to make sure that if this C1 is equal to C2 and C2 is equal to C3, right? If this is true, then we can just store this number at some point, and also to check, do I have the good number previously or not. If we do, then we compare the currency with the, so this might be like C2I, so this is another one, right? C2I, and this is C2I minus 1, C2I plus 1, right? So just compare this chart with this chart, right? Alright, so if everything is null, right? If you cannot find any number, in the string, then you return empty, and then this is pretty much a solution. So I'm going to create a char character, right? C equal to null, and then I traverse the string, and again we don't traverse it. We don't traverse until the end. We traverse until what? The length minus 1, right? I mean, you can do this, but it doesn't matter, right? Length minus 1, but I will prefer this. This is more readable for me. So I will say C1 equal to what? Number chart at I minus 1, C2 equal to number chart at I, C3 equal to number chart at I plus 1, right? So if C1 equal to C2 and C2 equal to C3, right? So I can just say if C is equal to null. So if C equal to null, which means this is the first value we need to store. I mean the first 3 continuous substring, right? We find, right? So I can say C equal to what? C2, right? You can say C1 or C3, doesn't matter because they are the same. But what if there is a good number before, and then we need to make sure we update the latest one, right? So I can say C, C2, sorry, C2 greater than C, right? So the current one is greater than the previous one, right? And then I just, after the for loop, I'm going to check if C is still null. If this is true, then I will just return null, right? If not, I can say return new string, and then plus C plus C plus C, right? So this is exactly going to be the same for what? String builder, SP equal to new string builder, for in I equal to 0, I less than 2, I less than 3, sorry, at plus plus, and SP dot append C. So this is exactly the same thing with the new string. So I'm going to run both, but I'm going to check the answer first. Alright, so this is the answer for what? New strings C plus C plus C. And for this one, this is going to be exactly the same thing, right? So here's a solution. So let's talk about the time and space. For the time, this is time, right? For loop, all of n. For the space, this is space, right? Constant. So time is what? All of n represent end of the string, and space is all of 1. So this is a solution, and I will see you next time. Bye.